welcome to episode 2 of Sit Down with Hwin. As usual, I am Ashwin, and this is
Lakshay.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a graduate student in electrical engineering at the Center of Quantum Devices, which basically means I'm a nerd. And I studied quantum mechanics.
So today we'll be baking chocolate chip and potato chip cookies.
Double chip.
It's kind of interesting, but we'll see how it goes. I saw the recipe somewhere and I was like, let's try it, so we're going to try it today. Mix our butters in with our sugars, so...
Why is brown sugar healthier than white sugar?
I feel like... I don't know. Okay, so we're mixing half cup butter, or 3/4 cups of brown sugar, and a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar.
That's metric, guy. That's.
No, this is cups.
But I like the metric. It says.
Oh, you like the metric? Oh, yeah. So
Okay.
Lakshay only follows the metric system.
That's what the world follows.
He's not wrong. About what?
The word whisks.
The word whisk.
Always reminds me of cats.
The word whisk reminds you of cats.
Because there's like the pet food.
Oh, I just thought
Or
you
was
were
it
thinking
whiskers?
of cats because of whiskers. This is where we'll make the butter melt. Okay, and with the snap of fingers, the butter is melted.
But that defies a lot of physics. I think you can add a little bit more, yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright.
Alright, go ahead and mix it. Lakshay was telling me earlier that he doesn't like...
I don't like kites. It's a parallelogram flying in the sky. Like, you don't want to see anything square flying in the sky.
What?
Because it's like pointy and stuff. The front part of the plane is never
Rounded.
pointy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
It's
you're
all
talking about
aerodynamics.
Okay.
Exactly. So you never see anything pointy in the sky, except for a bird's beak. I mean, okay, you know, it's the one thing that is pointy. But I don't want 4 corners. Like 1 point, it's enough. 4 corners in the sky, I don't. No, please. Against air currents too, because
Interesting.
yeah, because currents in general direct you where you probably don't want to go. That's why I hate sailing too. You know, just
Why?
like get a motor.
Oh.
We have motors now.
Well,
We have the technology. Why do we have to be dependent on currents?
Isn't that because it's resourceful?
What's
Instead
the
of using
resource?
oil for motors, you use the natural resources.
So
That's the whole thing about using
so use solar energy.
If you ever plan on going sailing, don't use solar energy to get your motors running.
Exactly. Okay.
Boom. There you go.
Voila.
Nice. And no shells. Well done.
No shells.
All right. Lakshay, what's a big topic that I feel like physicists.
Yes.
What's a big topic that physicists discuss that maybe could be useful to the everyday person?
You know what? It is quantum mechanics.
Quantum mechanics. Quantum, I feel like you put quantum in front of anything, it just makes it like a lot more complex than it needs to be.
It is
Like, for example, quantum sugar.
Okay.
Sounds fancy.
Sounds fancy. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat quantum sugar.
I wouldn't want to eat quantum sugar either.
Okay,
Let's do basic definition of quantum mechanics.
First of all, there is no definition.
Uh-huh.
Quantum mechanics is basically randomness.
Okay.
Like, there is no set reason of why it happens and how it happens. We have classical mechanics, the Newtonian mechanics,
Sure.
that people usually like study with mechanics. So quantum mechanics is the same thing on a very, very small scale, on the atomic scale. Quantum mechanics says you could be in one position, you could be in multiple positions at the same time,
Okay.
right?
Like Avengers.
Yes,
Is that where we're going with this?
probably.
Okay.
But the basic idea of quantum mechanics is uncertainty,
Uncertain. Okay.
like my future.
For the next step in our recipe, we're going to be adding 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon salt.
I mean, you use LEDs,
Yeah.
right? You use chargers.
I do.
They actually use quantum mechanics. Quantum tunneling.
Quantum tunneling.
Quantum tunneling.
I feel like I've heard that before.
So you've heard that before in Avengers, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's what actually LEDs and your chargers use. Let's say you have a wall in front of you.
Okay, sure.
That the wall requires a specific potential energy,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
For you to cross it.
Yeah.
So you have to probably jump over it, or you break through it, or do something like that, right? If let's say you don't have that energy,
Okay.
you're not getting over the wall, right?
Sure.
But in quantum mechanics,
Yeah.
you can do that.
How?
Exactly, that's quantum mechanics. There's no explanation for it.
Oh.
Would you have a vanilla deodorant?
Vanilla deodorant.
Yes.
No.
But that brings me to another interesting
Yes.
thing that you mentioned, solar cells.
Sure.
So think of the Empire State Building,
Okay.
and that's like the solar energy that the Earth is receiving every second. And the amount of consumption
Yeah.
that we have,
Yeah.
like the 7 billion people on Earth,
Currently that we have right now.
yes,
Yeah.
it's as tall as a human, like a 6 feet
Oh.
tall human.
Compared.
And the amount of solar energy that we are using right now
Mm-hmm.
is as thick as a penny.
Pennies are not thick.
Like, not at all.
They're like the normal CK, not even like the triple C.
Exactly.
Keep going. Keep going. Oh, okay. Maybe. Okay. Now we're gonna be adding the potato chips. This is gonna be really interesting.
I
don't know what
have
this would be.
There's a lot of uncertainty with this mixture.
We're gonna let that sit for half an hour in the fridge, and then we'll come back to bake them. So now we are forming balls. Got it.
Ball of happiness.
9 minutes.
5 balls of happiness.
9 minutes of baking. In the meantime, we're gonna start making some
Eyeball
hot
that.
chocolate. Some people make hot chocolate with water.
What?
Yeah, like I feel like the packets sometimes say. Oh, this one. Well, okay, this one says milk, but some of these hot chocolates say mixed with hot water. Oh wait, I never set a timer. I don't know when it started.
It's probably a minute. We can
It's
eyeball
been
it.
like- This is why I don't bake.
So, these cups
Yeah.
are bomb. This is
Yeah,
like,
this is the OG like India cup.
This is one of the best things you'll ever have because it has a rim on the side, and that also acts as the handle. And if you pour stuff out of it, it won't like drip through the edge and like fall everywhere. So you don't need coasters with it.
Okay, I've always been like a chocolate guy, but now I see like those weird desserts on like Twitter or like Instagram, where it's just like oozing chocolate, and I'm like, that's a little too much.
Yeah, that's way too much.
Cheers.
It's baked to perfection, I have to say.
You can see like the potato chips inside. They're kind of nice.
This is very well balanced, very well baked.
Yeah, I really like the fact that it's like crunchy.
Yeah.
Like I like my cookies soft, and these are still soft.
It's the crunchy on the outside and
then Yeah.
soft on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's
it adds like a nice crunch on the outside, and then when you go in, you get like little bits of like crunchiness, but like it's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
It's definitely better than a normal cookie.
We'll say this. 5 is like the same as a normal cookie.
So like Chips Ahoy.
Yeah. 1 is worse, like a lot worse, and then 10 is like a lot better.
I'll give it an 8.
An 8.
8.5.
Okay. I'm gonna say 7.
Okay.
Maybe 6.5 even.
Okay.
Because I think they're still at the same level. Like I like these. Like it's unique and interesting. But I think it doesn't like elevate it that much more.
Not the worst experiment that you could have done with a potato chip cookie.
True.
Sometimes experiments go wrong, sometimes experiments are amazing, and sometimes experiments just like don't have any result.
That's been another episode of Sit Down with Hwin, episode 2, featuring obviously Lakshay and double chip cookies. We'll call it double chip cookies. Double chip cookies. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, leave a like, comment maybe if you guys tried these cookies. Let us know how they turn out. subscribe. That'd be awesome. I'm gonna keep posting these type of videos. So, but yeah, thanks for jumping on, Lakshay. Thanks for giving us that physics knowledge.
I'm a nerd.
Wow, which you already know. Finish your cookies, and then we'll see you guys next time. Peace.